Hey, it's Emily and this is my December and January book haul. So I know the lighting is quite different to how it normally is. It's very overcast and I've got my lamp on my face. Because it's snowing, so yeah, I can't complain about that. So right, I suppose we should jump straight on in. I have quite a lot of books. I think I counted 33. So this does include Christmas presents, as well as books I've bought myself. I will make sure to link everyone who I mentioned down in the description down below because I got some lovely gifts from some lovely people. Let's just jump right on in. So the first 6 is the first 6 of the Poldark books. I know there's 5, but I'm currently reading book 4, which is War Legend, which is over there. I could reach it actually. Here we go, here's book 4 as well. That was totally pointless, but yeah, so this is the box set of the first 6. So that has Ross Poldark, Demelza, Jeremy Poldark, War Legend, The Black Moon and The Four Swans. I'm really enjoying them, they're good so far. Yeah, I love Poldark and I love the TV show, so that's the first 6. Oh, I should probably say what they're about. So Ross Poldark, the first one, follows a guy called Ross Poldark. He was a captain in the war in America. He comes back to find that his lover has married his cousin, and that kind of kicks off a load of events. And he ends up marrying a girl called Demelza, who's quite young, and it sort of goes from there, yeah. So yeah, I really love the TV show, so yeah. Oh, my dad's back from work. And so the next 6 books to show you is the last 6 in the Poldark series, the Poldark Saga, whatever it's called, and yep, it is The Angry Tide, The Stranger from the Sea, The Miller's Dance, The Loving Cup, The Twisted Sword and Bella Poldark. Those are the next 6 books in the saga to complete all 12. My grandparents and my aunt, uncle and cousins got these 2 box sets for me for Christmas, and yeah. One of my goals for the year, reading wise, is to get to book 6, so I definitely can do that if I'm on book 4 already. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying that. So the next 3 books are books that I have already read. The first one being The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. I read this for the Reading Rush this year, back in July, and I really loved it. I had it as a library book, and the lovely Alice gave me this for Christmas. Alice has just started a book Instagram account, so I'll link that down below because she doesn't have a channel. She's really lovely and I'm so grateful that she got this for me because I'll probably reread it a lot in the future. The next book that I am hauling, Rebecca gave me over at Rebecca Books. I'll leave her channel down below, and that is This Winter by Alice Oseman. I've mentioned this in a couple of videos before. It is a solitaire novella and it follows both Tori and Charlie on Christmas Day with their family, about them pretending to be a perfect family and ignoring some of the issues they have. It was really good, very short, but still really enjoyed it. And the other one that I have read is Aurora Burning by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I absolutely love this. As you can see, I've tabbed a lot, and yeah, I gave this 5 stars. Bit of a heads up for my February wrap up because I only finished this a couple of days ago, but yeah, I loved it. I bought this myself a week ago, and had to read it instantly. Plus I think the cover is stunning and I love the holographic writing. I absolutely adored this, and yeah, I bought it for myself with some Amazon vouchers, so yeah. So we're now back to books that I haven't read. So the first one of those is The Duke and I, first Bridgerton book by Julia Quinn. I haven't read this and I'm going into it without high expectations. I'm expecting the TV show to be better. I've heard that it's very just romance focused and it doesn't include many of the other plot lines with the other characters, which I'm prepared for, and I'm probably still going to read it. And I have heard that the sexual assault scene is really bad in this and it's not handled at all. Yeah, I am going into it prepared, but I still would like to compare it to the TV show and make my own opinions. I bought it with Amazon vouchers as well that I get from taking part in a COVID test study. Yeah, that's this one really. I've just realised I think my camera's tilted a bit, but hey ho. So the next 2 books I bought together as a set. I think it was like £2 for both of them. maybe with £2.50, I can't remember. But that is Bridget Jones' Diary and Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason by Helen Fielding. I really love the films, and when I saw these in a charity shop, they were still in the wrapping as a box set. I thought for £2.50 it can't be too bad. Seems as though they're £8 each normally. But yeah, I thought because I love the movies so much that I might enjoy the books, and I hope so. But yeah, I love Bridget Jones as an icon. But she has her flaws and we accept that, but a lot of us relate to her. But it's also got like pictures in the middle of the movies, so like Hugh Grant and Colin Firth, so can't say no to that. So yeah, I hope to read them very soon. But yeah, those are the next 2 books in this haul. So the next book the lovely Catherine bought me, and I'll leave her Instagram down below, and that's 13 Minutes by Sarah Pinborough. She said she read this, as in Catherine said she read this and really enjoyed it. So yeah, it was on my wish list for a while, and I now cannot wait to actually read it. It's been sitting on my wish list for a long time, and I'd sort of forgotten about it, and then when it turned up for Christmas from Catherine, I was like, I have to read this now. I think it's about, yeah, I was dead for 13 minutes, now I want to know why. I don't remember how I ended up in the icy water, but I do know this, it wasn't an accident. They say you should keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. My friends love me, I know they do, but that doesn't mean that they didn't try to kill me. 13 Minutes is a gripping murder mystery about people, fear, manipulation and the power of truth. A stunning read. It questions our relationships and what we really know about the people closest to us. Okay, so not me running out of storage halfway through filming, but hey ho. I can't remember what I was saying about this, but this was the last book I spoke about. But thanks Catherine again for getting this for me. Yeah. Next up we have The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. I've read all her other books, and so it was just fitting that when I won a Horror-a-thon giveaway hosted by Lauren, I'll link her blog down below, that I picked this to be my prize book. I can't remember what it's about that much. Something about cousins though, well obviously. The Story family are the envy of the neighbours, rich, beautiful and glamorous. Until it falls apart, the 4 children are suddenly dropped by their mother with a single sentence: "You know what you did." They never hear from her again. Years later, when cousins Aubrey, Millie and Jonah Story receive mysterious invitations to spend the summer at their grandmother's resort, sorry I'm struggling, they have no choice but to follow their curiosity and meet the woman who's been such an enigma their entire life. The teenagers are determined to discover the truth, but some secrets are better off alone. The more I read of Karen M. McManus, the more I feel like One of Us is Lying was just amazing. I still love like all the other books she's written, but like One of Us is Lying is definitely up there and unbeatable at the moment for me, so yeah. That's that one. Next we have a book that I kind of just bought randomly. I was in a charity shop and thought, that's a pretty cover. And that is Wild Spark by Vashti Hardy. I have never heard of this author or this book before, but I thought, like with the gold and everything, it was stunning, and yeah, I don't even know what it's about. I don't even reach for middle grade fantasies that often, but hey ho, I picked it up because it was only like £1 or £2 and it was really pretty, so yeah. In Medlock, machines don't come to life, life comes to machines. Prue Hayward is on a mission, getting the ghost machines of Medlock to remember the people they used to be. She needs to find her brother, Francis. If she fails, her brother will stay dead. If she succeeds, all of society may fall apart. Yeah, I don't really know much what it's about apart from that, so yeah, I thought I'd just jump into it. I mean, it's totally not what I normally read, but hey ho. Yeah, I bought that back in the start of December really, so yeah. Next we have Are You Watching by Vincent Ralph. My brother got me this for Christmas. I was in Smith's with him and he said just pick like 3 or 4 books and I'll choose between them and that can be your Christmas present. So this was one of them. Yeah, I literally just saw it on the day and it sounded really interesting. I hadn't heard of it before. But yeah, I'm so glad he went with it because I'm intrigued to find out what I actually think of it. You have to murder at least 3 people to be called a serial killer. The Magpie Man got there when I was 9. 10 years ago, Jess's mother was murdered by the Magpie Man. She was the first of his victims, but not the last. Now Jess is the star of a YouTube reality series, and she's using it to catch the killer once and for all. The whole world is watching her every move, and so is the Magpie Man. I thought it was really interesting. 1 killer, 13 victims, and 1 million viewers. Ran out of storage again. I keep running out of storage, but hey ho, I'm back. I just had a biscuit. Next up we have Chasing the Stars by Mallory Blackman, another stunning gold cover. I feel like the lamp on my face is not helping with the light reflecting. Anyway, so this was sent to me by Laura at Booknomming. I'll link her down below. from what I gathered about this is that it's an Othello retelling but sci-fi or something. Yeah, I haven't read Othello before, but I thought why not just go in straight with the sci-fi version, or not the sci-fi version but a sci-fi retelling. I saw this, I think it must have been on Blue Peter or something, years ago when it first came out. When did it come out? Let's have a look. 2016. So was I still watching Blue Peter then? I think so. It might be another show, but I saw an interview with Mallory Blackman and another author, and they'd both written an Othello retelling, but they're both very different because, well, this is sci-fi. I think the other one just wasn't. Might have been fantasy, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I haven't read anything from Mallory Blackman before. I am reading Noughts and Crosses this month by her, so I'm excited to delve into her writing. But yeah, I suppose we should move on to the next one because I'm about halfway through the individual book, so it's a long video. Next up we have Haven't They Grown by Sophie Hannah, which I got in my stocking on Christmas Day. I've read one book by Sophie Hannah before, and it's one of the Poirot like continuations, the Mystery of Three Quarters, and I really enjoyed that, and so I thought I'd try. Well, I say I thought, I didn't pick this at all. I think it's about this woman who sees like an old friend, and the last time she saw this friend her kids were like 3 and 5 or something, like really young, and when she sees this woman again, her friend or ex-friend, these children haven't grown up and they're still like the same age. So I think it's about that, like why they don't look any different, why they haven't changed. Yeah, 12 years have passed and the children don't look a day older. So yeah, that's this one. I am excited to read that. I love a good mystery. I'm assuming it's a mystery because a lot of other ones are. Next up we have Murder Most Unladylike by Robin Stevens. Chloe sent me this from Chloe Reads Books for Christmas, and yeah, I wanted to pick this up for a while because I love murder mysteries, and I've seen it at the library before, and I think all the covers next to each other are really pretty, but I just haven't picked it up before. I don't know why. And then so when Chloe saw that it was on my wish list and she was unhauling her copy, she sent it to me instead for Christmas, and yeah, I'm so excited to get to this, and I feel like I'm gonna fly through it. Sticking along the murder mystery sort of vibes, I've got A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. Lauren sent me this for Christmas. This was on my wish list and it just sounds great. I can't remember if it's middle grade or YA, but it's about a girl called Charlotte Holmes. I think it's like teen, like young teen murder mystery sort of stuff. I don't know, but there's a whole series and I'd like to check them out at some point. I'll probably read this at some point soon because this is the perfect time of year for me to read murder mysteries. I love reading them in the winter. And especially because it's snowing now, a cosy murder mystery with a hot chocolate sounds dreamy. Next up we have Noah Can't Even by Simon James Green, which Connor sent me. Of course, Connor was the one to send this to me. He loves it. I love it. I first read it in 2018 and I'm rereading it this month. Hopefully. Yeah, it's such a light-hearted, fun, silly read about Noah. I'll read you the back. Poor Noah Grimes. His dad disappeared years ago. His mother's Beyoncé tribute act is a totally unacceptable embarrassment, and his beloved Gran isn't herself anymore. He only has one friend, Harry, and school is, well, it's pure hell. Why can't Noah be normal? Just like everyone else at school. Maybe if he struck up a relationship with someone, maybe Sophie, who is perfect and lovely, he'd be seen in a different light. But Noah's plans for romance are derailed when Harry kisses him at a party, and that's when things go from bad to utter chaos. So yeah, I can't wait to get back into this. I want to read it right now, just like looking at it. Next up we have an Agatha Christie. Of course, I don't think I've ever had a Christmas or a birthday without getting an Agatha Christie because I love them. And that's Five Little Pigs by Agatha Christie. I saw the TV adaptation for this and I adored it. I thought it was like really good, and so I thought I have to read this one next. I put it on my wish list, and my uncle and aunt and cousins gave this to me for Christmas. I can't remember much, but I think it's about this painter and this painter that is dead, and it's about the daughter of the painter trying to come back and like find out who killed him, or like the reason behind his death. Yeah. Oh, dunked my head. But yeah, I remember it just being amazing. You can't go wrong with an Agatha Christie really, so. Next up we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. Me and my brother joke about this because my name's Emily and his name's Henry, so yeah. I got this from my cousins and another like aunt and uncle and cousins for Christmas, and there was a lot of hype around this, and I think the cover's really nice. But it's something about these writers, and a rom-com, so yeah, they go on holiday. Two writers, one holiday, a rom-com waiting to happen, and it just sounds like something I'd enjoy. Especially after all like the hype, I just had a bit of FOMO because it's a genre that I really enjoy. That's about it for that one, but yeah, the spine was so hard to put in my rainbow stacks, like I did not know which colour to go for that one. Next up we have a horror, and that's Charlotte Says by Alex Bell. I read Frozen Charlotte this summer, it's just there, and really enjoyed it, so I thought I'd read. I think this is a prequel, and I think we find out a bit more about Charlotte and her story from when this Charlotte girl was alive, I think. Tormented by the memories of the fire that destroyed her home, Jemima flees to the remote Isle of Skye. But her role as assistant mistress at Dunvegan, oh, I can't never say this word, Dunvegan School for Girls is far from the fresh start she so desperately needs. Then Jemima receives a box of dolls from a mystery sender, and so the games begin. So maybe it's not about Charlotte, maybe it's just another prequel. Yeah, it says prequel to Frozen Charlotte, so it's definitely not what I thought it would be, but I'm still down for that. We have two left. We have Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. Never read a Jen Bennett book, but I got this from Jess in one of her mystery boxes. I did do an unboxing, so I'll link that somewhere, but definitely check out Jess. If you are interested in a mystery box, do message her because she can arrange that for you, and they're very affordable, and I got this in one of them, and yeah, and I don't really know what this is about. I can't remember. Something about, oh, best friends turned worst enemies, they get stranded or something in the woods. Yeah, I haven't read any Jen Bennett before, I think I've said that already, but I have got a couple others on my TBR, like Night Owls and Alex Proximately. Yeah, so I'm glad to add this to my, I was going to say collection, but yeah, that's that one. And the final book, I think it's the final one, I hope it's the final one, and that is Truly Madly Like Me by Jo Watson. For anyone who doesn't know, who may be new around here, then Jo Watson is my favourite romance author ever. They're so funny and just like laugh out loud. I absolutely love them. My favourite series, I think, is the Destination Love series that she wrote, and this is, I think, her most recent release, and there was no way that I wasn't going to get my hands on a copy of this. It sounds exactly like the book I would enjoy, as always, but yeah, just a typical, I was going to say typical rom-com. I do have high expectations for this because of the Destination Love series, but I'm sure I will love it. Oh my gosh, my cousins turned 11 today. That's another one. My aunt is sending me, my cousin's at 11 now, and I think they've just gotten their first mobile phone, and my aunt's just sending me their numbers. Oh, I'm so excited. They're growing up so fast. I was their age when they were born. Like, what? Yeah, sad now. I've missed them. Anyway, so yeah, Truly Madly Like Me. I've never not loved a Jo Watson book, so I'm sure I will love this. So that's the last book. All 33 of them, I believe, if you include like the pulled up box sets. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I hope to see you soon with a new video. Bye!